What is going on YouTube? It's Andreas here from Symmetry 4-wheel drive and as always, welcome back to the channel. Now today we are out at the Toyota Atlantis 4x4 Fun Day at the Witstrand Atlantis Dunes here in Cape Town, and it's our first time coming to this event. It looks like a fantastic event. We have been cruising around for quite a while already. I've just been waiting for a gap to hide behind the car and do a little intro for you guys without too much wind noise. There probably is some wind noise. I apologize for that. That's going to be a running theme for the day, that the wind is pretty intense. That's just par for the course and comes with the territory when you come out to the dunes here at Atlantis. But other than that, we are excited to take you along for the journey on this 4x4 Fun Day, and let's dive right into the action.
Met de rest niet wel? Ja, ik kan. Een softcheck op. Nee, geen oppas maken. Dan niks aan hebben. Ja, ik heb je allemaal.
Please excuse the wind noise going on now, but we just had a little snatch recovery with the kinetic rope here on the Jeep. This obstacle corner is getting quite dug up here. It's on a bit of an angle and all the cars are giving a bit of a berm and a dig up here. So just a small little recovery done with rusty recovery gear. really fun just bouncing around from obstacle to obstacle and seeing all the different groups try all of these adventures that have been set out by the organizers of the event. And it's just a really great vibe how everyone's just cruising around, having fun and enjoying the dunes that we have here. It's a really fantastic event and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Those BMW M57 turbo diesel patrols are mean on the dunes. So we are also just out at the Gobi-X R&D off-road obstacles at the 4x4 fun day, and Gobi-X were admiring their bar work on the 80, and it's quite cool. Quite a lot of people were coming past to look at the 80 series, and I think everyone just is quite a fan of the Gobi-X bar work. So again, thank you Gobi-X for supporting Symmetry 4-wheel drive, and thank you for putting on this obstacle at the event. I just parked off on top of a junior and just chilled out for a bit and had a nachi and an apple and just sort of relaxed in the air-conditioned car because it's quite hot outside. And yeah, it just gave me like a little moment to think about the day today and how it's been, and it's just really been a lot of fun. The event itself is really well organized and really awesome to see, like each sponsor sponsoring a different obstacle and seeing their enthusiasm within the 4x4 community locally here, and getting to, you know, chat to each of them and just go say hello and go and check out all the different obstacles and sponsors of the obstacles, like Rusty's 4x4 recovery gear, Gobi-X, Tyrelife solutions, so many of the sponsors here. It's really cool to see the support of the community, and you know, Toyota themselves I think headline sponsoring this whole event. It's really cool to just have support in the 4x4 community and that sense of community, as well as everyone coming together for this event, the spectators, the participants. I think especially big props to the participants because they put on a fantastic show and they look like they're having an absolute blast themselves and pushing themselves and their cars to the limits. And there's been, I think, 1 or 2 rollovers today. There's some sort of like dramas, some near misses, some close calls, but that is part of the fun, and it's all very well sort of put together in a sense that I don't think anyone's in any serious sort of danger or anything like that. So it is well supported that, you know, there are medics, there are recovery teams, everything is sorted in the case of an incident or an accident or something like that. But yeah, the event is really cool. I love seeing all those high horsepower 4x4s, like some of the Patrols and Jeeps and Toyotas. I mean, it's funny to say a Toyota has high horsepower, but some of them do. And yeah, just seeing them tear up the dunes here is really cool. I think also me coming from a non-turbo diesel heavy cruiser that, you know, just barely makes it up the dunes, getting to see some of the cars with the petrol V6s, V8's, straight sixes, that sort of stuff is really cool to see what a more powerful 4x4 can do in these kind of terrains and environments. So I've just had a blast today, spectating and filming and just missioning around the dunes. I also like that the obstacles aren't all on top of each other, that you get a bit of travel time in between the obstacles and the challenges, and you get to cruise around yourself. And it's always great being in the dunes. I mean, even if you're not tackling the steepest, longest, craziest climbs, it's still fun just getting your car off-road and cruising around in this beautiful environment. So I'm having the time of my life. Really great. And unfortunately I was sick for the last week, so I was supposed to go away this weekend for my birthday, also up the west coast, just further up the west coast where we normally go to Swartreed, Jacobsby, and we have postponed that for 2 weeks down the line now, so we'll have another episode showcasing that. And it's just unfortunate that we couldn't do it this weekend, but luckily we got to push out the date with Swartreed. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty sick, and you know, this was a nice pick me up and a lift to raise my mood and morale, and it was great to get out a bit after, you know, being basically bedridden for a week. So yeah, thank you winter coming into spring and all those bugs and sicknesses floating around and all that. Yeah, it's just that time of the year, you know. But otherwise, just having a ball, having a blast at this Toyota 4x4 fun day. Thank you to everyone involved who made it possible, and I'll definitely be coming and possibly even join in competing for the next one. It's all just for fun, and it's all just to enjoy your car and enjoy the dunes here and have fun with everyone. So it's, yes, there are winners, but you know, nobody is a loser because everyone's just having fun. And yeah, just having an awesome time here. I hope you are enjoying the video, and once again, apologies for the wind noise and the audio, even probably some of the videos. It's difficult to film in the dunes here, the white sand, the glare, the just like everything just looks the same. It looks like one big white blob. But I hope you enjoy the video. So guys, that was the event. I'm not staying for the prize giving because for some reason I don't think I'm going to get any prizes. And yeah, I'm just heading out now. It's about 3:30 or so, maybe closer to 4. And heading back to the entrance, and I can see in the camera now my face is extremely sunburned. Again, that's what you get when you come to the dunes here. I hope you guys can hear me and the audio's alright and the car's not shaking too much, and excuses. Anyway, that was it from the Toyota Atlantis 4x4 fun day, and you know what? It was a fun day. I don't know what more I can say that hasn't been said already throughout the day. It was a really great event and well put together event. It was really well represented and participated. There was a lot of spectators, a lot of participants for the 4x4 challenges and obstacles, and it was a thoroughly enjoyable day all around. And I think I will definitely be going to the next one next year, as it is an annual event, as I mentioned before. And it was great to see a whole lot of new faces, as well as faces I know and people I know. It was like a great gathering of the local 4x4 community here in Cape Town. And overall, that was just a great aspect on its own, was the sort of fellowship, if you will, or just sharing our passion for off-road and 4x4ing. So I really enjoyed it. The Land Cruiser did fantastically today. It was great catching up with the guys from Gobi-X again. They all seem to really like how the cruiser's looking at the moment, which is appreciated. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. I thoroughly enjoyed making it, and as always, if you would consider subscribing, liking the video, sharing the video, turning on the notification icon, all of that stuff is always very greatly appreciated. And we will definitely catch you again soon, as we try to upload as often as possible, once every 2 weeks I think at least. So we'll catch you again soon for some more Symmetry 4-wheel drive missions. Cheers.